watching another video. My name is Nurse K. If you're new to this channel, I'm a registered nurse that works in the ER. I am a new grad. Even if you're a nursing student, this channel is for you. If you are a new grad, this channel is for you. If you are been a nurse for like ever, this channel is for you. Subscribe down below, guys, because it's free. It's free. It is no cost to you. No cost to you to subscribe to this channel. It also helps me out because your girl is trying to get to 1K subscribers. 1K subscribers. So please, just help me out, girl. Help me out. Just help me out. Smash that like button because it helps with the YouTube algorithms, and it is hard out here in these YouTube streets for little YouTubers like myself. So help me. But without further ado, let's get to it. This video today is going to be my year nurse update. My year nurse update. I've been a nurse for a full year now. I cannot believe it. This year just went so fast. I've learned so much in this year, and I've also learned that I need to learn so much more. Whenever I first started, I was still with my preceptor. We had our first like real critical patient doing CPR on her. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Like, I know what to do, but I don't know what to do. I've never done it on a real person. I think they ended up getting pulses back, or maybe they ended up getting pulses back before she arrived. We stabilized her. And it's a whole thing whenever you get a ROSC, which is return of spontaneous circulation. So you get pulses back. We're getting her ready and prepared to get her upstairs to ICU. There's a lot of things that go into play with that. She was already intubated prior to arrival. We use sedative medications to keep that patient asleep, and she was starting to buck. She was starting to wake up. So the doctor ordered for propofol, which is a sedative medication. However, the big side effect for propofol is low blood pressure. Cycling her blood pressure, it is like low. Preceptor asked the doctor, okay, do you want us to start Levophed? And I was like, how did she even know to start Levophed? And I was just like, I don't even know. I was just baffled. My mind was like gone. I felt like a nursing student still because I did the OG, I did her Foley, and you know, I'm learning about all these different skills and stuff. And I remember thinking, I'm like, whoa, if I was in nursing school, man, this would have been an awesome day. And so like my mind obviously is still like nursing school mode. So we started Levophed as a vasopressor, so it helps increase your blood pressure. She would start waking up, so we would increase the propofol, and then her blood pressure would tank, so then we would increase the Levophed, and then decrease and upcrease and da-da-da-da. We were just doing this little game until like this. Until we got her to ICU. And after that day, I was so terrified of drips. IV drips, I was like, I don't want to do. In the blink of an eye, she was an ICU nurse, and it scared the living bejesus out of me because I'm like, I don't even know if I'm ready to be a nurse, let alone an ICU nurse. In the beginning, that was something that I just didn't know about. But now I'm like, oh, okay, I got this. Propofol, boop, boop, boop. Do-do-do. Not too long ago, I was the primary nurse, and the same thing was happening, and so I knew to ask if he wanted me to start Levophed. I was doing that teetering thing, and I was by myself, and I knew what to do. I was confident in it, and I'm like, whoa, I couldn't wait to tell her. I'm just like, I had basically like the same situation happen a year later, and I was ready for it. I was there, I was with it, and I was so proud of myself. And another thing that terrified me in the beginning was giving report to ICU nurses, because they could be a little, if you're an ICU nurse watching this, I'm sorry, close your ears just for a second. They could be a little rough sometimes to us fellow ER nurses. They're a little mean. They can be little bullies, but I understand that it's just a lot different for them. Their focus is a lot broader than what our focus is. Ours is stabilize, go. Theirs is like the whole picture. So I understand why they are the way they are, but still, like, I've seen a couple of ICU nurses get snippy. Like, I'm scared to bring a patient up by myself. I actually did bring a patient up, and it's a long story that I'm not even going to get into, but she got snippy with me over something that I really did not need to know. It wasn't in my need to know to take care of my patient at that time question, and so I didn't have an answer for that. She kind of ganged up on me with all her ICU buddies. After that, I was even more terrified of taking the patient up to ICU, but now I'm good. I mean, I don't really stress it like I used to. You do what you can do, and that's it, you know? It's all about confidence. Another thing that I felt like I was really terrified of in the beginning was IV starts. I was deathly terrified. I was like, ugh, I don't know how to do IVs. I'm scared. But now I'm not the best, but I can get some. I can do a little something now. I just got trained with the ultrasound IV. That is like my struggle now because sometimes I can get in, sometimes I can't. The IV ultrasound is a little finicky. I'm still working on that one. That one's kind of like my new challenge, right? And don't be scared to ask questions, especially in the ER. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Just the other day, I asked the doctor. He put in something I never heard before, and so I asked him, and he responded to me, and it sounded like gibberish. I was like, that did not help at all. It sounded like exactly what he put in. I felt not dumb. Yeah, I felt dumb. I didn't want to ask him again and to explain it because I just didn't want to go through that. So I went and found one of the nurses that have more experience than me, and I was like, what does this order mean? And it was something so simple, but the way it was worded, it confused me. You're not dumb for asking dumb questions. You're only gonna hurt yourself if you assume that you're correct and you do something to harm the patient. If you have a question, you better ask. If you're not sure how to give this medication, you better ask. I don't care who you ask. You don't have to just ask the doctor. There's other resources for you. Which takes me to another thing that's really crazy to me. This whole year, there's been 2 cycles of new grads. There is nurses that are newer than I am. There was one day where there was a lot of the newer staff. Those nurses were coming to me a lot and asking me questions, and I didn't realize it until like midday. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're asking me questions and I actually know the answers to. To see where their minds are mentality-wise and to see where I am in just 6 months' time or a year span, it's so crazy how much you can learn in a year. Don't kid yourself. You're gonna learn so much. If you don't think you know anything, you feel stupid. Everybody feels like that in the beginning. No matter what department you work at, every nurse has felt the way that you do. And if they say they don't, they are lying and they're feeling it on the inside and they're hiding it. And that is the nurses that are gonna make mistakes. So always ask questions. Always say if you don't know something, express that to somebody because it is your license and you don't want to get in trouble and get that license revoked. Please, if you don't get anything out of this video, please get that.